Hello. Hi, my dear friends. Welcome back. Hi, BZ. Thanks for redeeming first, like always. Absolute champ. Absolute champ. Everyone should be coming back from ads now. How's everyone doing? Guys, this episode. It was really good. It was really, really, really good. Like, honestly, I think the best episode of the season so far. A moment for the shirt. Thank you. Thank you. We've got a unicorn under a rainbow, under a magical castle, in a field with butterflies. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Isn't it amazing? This is one of my favorite thrift finds, I think, literally ever. I feel so cute in it. It fits me so nice. It's really comfy. It's the best. I wear it all the time. I'm actually surprised I haven't worn it on stream yet. But I love it. I love it. Do you love it? It's the best. It makes me so happy. Okay. Well, how are you? I'm glad you didn't work today. That's nice. Not having to. Obviously, you're doing some other stressful things, but all for good reason. All for good reason. Hello, Cosmic. Welcome in. Welcome in. How's it going? Good to see you. Cosmic, did you watch this episode? Because, oh shit. It was a doozy. It was good. I love gay people. Me too. Me too. The excited bouncing. Yes, 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 yes. That is everything. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. How did the rest of your Baldur's Gate stream go? Did you beat Cazador or did you have to give up? Let's get into it. Oh yeah, it's coming. It's coming. I'm ready for it. Literally, I think when I downloaded all the screenshots, it was like 70. I definitely whittled it down a little bit, but hey, Chris, thanks for redeeming. Hi, welcome in. I left to do other stuff. Yeah, that fight is crazy. I never got around to it, but I watch people play it on YouTube and so much happens in it. It's insane. There's also a battle. I forget what's the demon guy's name. Whatever his name is, there's a battle with him. That one is apparently actually insane. And whatever choice you made with the big demon guy in Shadowheart's temple affects how the battle goes. BC says, you had Jay stressed when they saw you there. Me too. I popped into the stream and I was like, what? What level are you in that? I feel like I played till like level 13 maybe, which I think is pretty high level, but I know it goes up to 20, so that's crazy. Chris says, hi. How are you? I feel like I haven't chatted with you in a while. Thanks for being here. Happy you're here. Love seeing you. Chris, are you watching The Last of Us? Because, oh my god. Listen, I feel like we've had some ups and downs with it recently, and this episode proved that you can make adaptations of things and change some things from the original source material, and it still can fucking hit super hard. Because, ooh, it was good. Should we get into it? I'm ready. I'm ready to dive in. Head first. Okay. So I haven't set up the stream deck yet, but I put my little VTuber up here. So stupid. You say, yeah, it's been a while. I've been busy. Oh my gosh, I get it. I totally understand. Yeah, it is really good. And if you've ever played the games, ooh, oh my god, it's amazing. Wait, guys, okay. I thought this didn't work. Shh. Ignore me. Ignore me. Okay. Oh, my face cam isn't on. Hold on. Hold on. Watch out, everybody. Look out. Scuff stream. Scuffed. It's scuffed. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yes, you're getting a behind the scenes look. That's all it is. Takes a lot of work to get back here, okay? Guys, okay. This episode was called The Price. Baby, the price you pay. The price you pay for being a Last of Us fan is tears, drama, conflama, and confusion. All of it. It starts with this flashback to 1983 in Austin, Texas. As soon as it started, I was like, are we getting some more Joel lore? Are we what? And that's exactly what it is. We see these two young boys. This guy down here with the awesome hair and the big brows, that's little Tommy. And then we have baby Joel. We got baby Joel up here. And we learned that something happened. Tommy was getting into some drugs, doing a little drug deal or something. And Joel came to the rescue like he's ought to do and ended up beating those guys up. And what happens is Tommy is like, I'm scared that when Dad comes home, he's going to hit me again. And Joel says, no, he won't. I'm going to take the blame for it. I'll take the fault and he'll hit me. You'll be safe. So it's like we're already seeing that this is kind of always how Joel has been. He's always been this kind of person who will put himself out there to protect the people he loves. And especially like younger people and people that he has this kind of paternal energy towards, people that he's protecting. He'll put himself in danger to protect them. And it doesn't matter who gets hurt in that process. You know, as long as his family is alive and loved, that's what he'll do. This was so smart. This was incredibly genius of them to give us this, because this is something that is not in the game, but I think could go into the game actually quite well. It would give us a lot of context and help us. But the show is able to do this thing where we can take a little bit more time with these moments and, you know, explore the depths more of these characters, because we don't have any time to play as them, right? We're just watching them live out the experience of what happens. Loved it. This was amazing. Absolutely incredible. And then Joel sits down with his dad. His dad comes home. He's a state trooper. And, Sarah, hi, how are you? Don't even worry. We just started. We literally just started. This was the first slide. Talking about the Joel flashback all the way to his childhood when he was like, what, 16 or something? Sarah, I'm happy you're here too. That is so sweet and kind. Cosmic, yes. Cosmic just said Neil Druckmann directed this episode. He did, and I think that's why it's one of the best so far. Because you have the head creator of the game directing this episode. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. It was in good hands, for sure. For sure. So then, little Joel sits down with his dad. His dad is like, what did you do? And he explains the situation. He takes the blame for it. Again, lying. Lying is a huge theme in this episode and in this series. He lies to protect the ones that he loves. And he's like, you're not going to hurt him. You can hurt me. You're not going to lay a hand on him. And in this moment, his dad breaks down, actually. And what Joel's expecting to happen here is probably to be beat, right? But that's not what happens. He goes into the fridge, he pulls out some cold beers, puts them down on the table, cracks them open, and says, here's why I do what I do. When I was a kid, when I was 10, I stole a candy bar from a cashier. And your grandpa, my dad, told me to give it back. And when we got in the car, he hit me so hard that he broke my jaw. And so now we see the cycle of abuse, you know, the cycle of trauma, how it trickles down because his dad hit him. He beats his children. etc., etc. And then we get this line that makes a return later in the episode. Whenever you have one of your own one day, I hope you do a little better than me. And that sets the tone for everything. So when we see Joel with Sarah at the beginning of season 1, he's so sweet and kind to her because everything that he's doing is to not be like his father, right? But that violence innately is in him, it's in his DNA. Oh my gosh. When his father reaches his hand out and puts it on his shoulder and you see that the watch, oh my god, the watch that Joel has been wearing the whole series that breaks when Sarah fixes it, that eventually goes to Ellie, it was his dad's watch. Oh my god. I was watching it and I gasped and went, dude, Sarah, yes. So sad, but so good. It's so good. It's just like, ooh, I love it. Oh, it was such an amazing place to start. If we're going to do an episode that's all flashbacks, why not start at the beginning, right? What's the inciting incident? What was Joel's family life like? Why does he do what he does? It's also interesting, there's never been a mention of Joel's mother ever. It seems like he's had a very masculine, patriarchal sort of dominance in his life. And I think we kind of can see that through him. He is very, very masculine, Joel, as a character, in the way that, he uses violence, but like out of love, And it's just, oh, it's so good. BZ says, lurking while I eat tacos. Give me tacos. I actually just made a plate of nachos, so I'm right there with you. But that sounds divine. Enjoy your lurk. Thank you. Thanks for being here still. It was just so good. I hope you do a little bit better than me. And he did. I think he did a lot better, Okay. Now we start getting into the meat of the episode, which is it's flashing through different years of Ellie's birthdays. And this scene starts, Joel is getting ready for her birthday. He's building her a guitar that we see later, copying one of her drawings, drummeling it into the guitar. Oh, the scene with Seth. Okay, here's the thing. The scene with Seth was fine, but I'm like, why are we giving more screen time to Seth than to Jesse in this series? Why has the fucking homophobic guy been more prominent of a character? I'm like, what is happening? But anyways, yeah, Joel goes to him, trades him some Legos, and is like, I heard you make birthday cakes. Can you make a cake for Ellie? He says, well, I need it tomorrow. Okay, vanilla is faster. Say vanilla. He's like, okay, fine. Spells her name wrong on the cake. Happy birthday, Eli. Love it. Hilarious. So as all that's happening, Joel brings back the cake. He hears Tommy and Ellie from downstairs. She's high on some type of drug because she was just in the hospital because she burned her own arm on a pot. And she burns her arm where her bite is. And she says, it's so sweet. She was like, I just really wanted to wear short sleeves again. And it's like, there's this awful secret that they have to keep from everybody. I don't remember if Tommy knows in the series. He definitely knows in the game. I don't remember in the show or not. Because we never have that scene where he's like, this is what I did in Salt Lake City. But anyways, this was very sweet. You see how much they really mean to each other here, how protective he is of her. But still, you see, even though she's baby girl, Ellie's still going to do what she wants to do. They never made a plan to cover up her bites. She was like, fuck this. Psh, I saw my moment. I'm taking it. And she burns her arm. I kind of like that in the show, rather than the game, Ellie took initiative in that moment to cover it herself. And I think that kind of shows that this version of Ellie has more of that drive to like be independent and be her own person. Because in the game, it's a chemical burn and they like pour chemicals on her arm, and Joel planned it with her. So again, it's just another difference that I think still works really well. But then later on, okay, yeah, we see him making the guitar. This was so sweet. And oh my gosh, he's talented. Like, what? Like, what the hell? I love that, in the game you see his little woodworking stuff when you go into his house. And you get to see it in action here. He built a guitar from scratch. That takes a lot of work, okay? And he just shows how much he loves her and wants to like impose this thing that he loves onto her and to teach her more. Because at this point, the only thing that Joel has taught Ellie really is how to be violent, how to survive in the apocalypse, how to get information out of people in a violent way. And honestly, he's taught her how to lie. But in this, he's like, I'm going to teach her something innocent, something sweet, something soulful. I'm going to teach her how to play guitar. The scene with the cake was adorable. So, so cute. Like, look at the lighting in this scene, too. It's so dreamy, almost. It's kind of fuzzy, but the light is baking on them. And they're just happy, the two of them, in the kitchen. She takes up, stuffs her face full of cake. Very Ellie. Absolutely hysterical. And he says in the scene, too, he's like, I get it. I know why you burnt your arm. And like, we'll be okay. I don't like that you had to do that, but I understand you. And I understand why. It was very cute. Very cute. I love that the cake was so small. I'm like, how? It's also in this scene. Instantly, I was brought back to season 1 when Joel was supposed to pick up a cake for himself for his birthday, and he didn't. And that's how Sarah and Joel didn't get infected, because there's a bunch of different details of them not ingesting any wheat that day. They're supposed to make pancakes that day. They're supposed to get a cake. They're going to eat those scones, but they never do. And then here, there's safety. They can have a cake here. They know where it came from. Maybe it's not made out of wheat. It might be a gluten-free cake. Shout out to the gluten-frees. Cosmic, you said, Seth is a one-off character. Why is he getting so much screen time? I agree. I don't get, and like how he helped Ellie and Dina escape. I'm like, why? Just let the man be homophobic. It's better that way. Don't try to redeem him. Cosmic said, Joel, the man that you are, besides the murder. Yeah, of course. We love him. We love him besides the murder. We love him because of the murder too, low key. BZ said, here you go with the tacos. And then Cosmic said, yum, 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 yum. Share for the class. Share for the whole class. The face when you're homophobic and a baker. Down. Yeah. Then he does say also, though, he says, I used to be a cop. And Joel's like, you a cop? What? Anyways, Joel gives Ellie this guitar and she says, play something for me. And he plays Future Days, Pearl Jam Future Days, which is exactly what he plays her in the game. And it's really sweet. And like, you can tell Pedro and Joel were really nervous doing this scene, I bet, because I don't think Pedro's a singer, but he did really great. And like, Joel doesn't have to be a singer, you know what I mean? Like, it's not his thing, you know? It was a dream he had, right? But there's this thing about you always want to be this thing when you're a kid, but is that actually what you become, you know? But like, you still keep the passion, and he still has that. And he's like, ah, shit, no, I'm not gonna sing. And then he plays it perfectly and sings it beautifully. And I brought in this picture of Ellie playing for Dina from episode 4, because in a lot of ways, Ellie's become Joel. And so when Joel is playing for her, he's not looking at her. He's just looking down at the guitar, but Ellie is in awe. And she's looking at him and she's like, wow, you're so cool. And that's exactly what happens with Ellie and Dina. They're like, it's like, this show has always been about a love story. And I think a lot of people got upset about how things were portrayed in episodes 4 and 5, which similarly I had same disappointments, right? But the show always has been about a love story, right? In season 2, we're just seeing an actual romantic love story, but in season 1, it's a love story about a man falling in love with a daughter figure again, you know? And like, it's a different kind of love, but it's still love. And I just, so the parallels between these two was just really beautiful for me to point out here. And I loved this scene. This scene was great. Oh my gosh, Naughty. Hi, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Coming to Lurkies while I pack bags. Oh, okay, enjoy your lurk. Where are you going? That's so fun. Enjoy your lurk. I hope that this can be a nice little background distraction while you pack. Okay, then we flash to the next birthday. I think this is her 16th birthday. And we get the museum scene. Ah, so good. We see them walking and she's like, okay, what is it? He's like, well, it's a surprise. I can't tell you. She's like, is it a dinosaur? Is it this? Is it that? And then she goes, oh, it is a dinosaur, which is so sick. Like, this is so cool. How did they build this? What the hell? And she climbs it too, just like in the game. So good. And then this part made me laugh. Joel goes, do you like it? And then she runs and he goes, yep, likes it. Pedro was absolutely phenomenal. He was so good. Like, literally, absolute masterclass in acting in this episode. Bella, too, for real. Like, they ate down. This was so good. Okay, so when we get into the museum, I was fully expecting them to go through, like, the fossil room before they get to the space room. But they cut that. And I thought, okay, at first I was like, maybe they just skipped over it. But then I found this the behind the scenes picture. This must have been Pedro's last day of filming because everyone's like cheering and hugging him. But look, there's dinosaur bones in the background. Like, clearly they filmed scenes, but they must have cut them for timing. Which I'm like, can you imagine being the set team that spent all that time making that and it doesn't even make it in the show? Like, damn, that's gotta feel awful. Mm-mm-mm. Chris said, thanks for doing this. I really need to see this show. Oh my gosh, yeah, thanks, Chris. Yeah, just warning, there's going to be some spoilers. So if you want to watch it and enjoy it without any major spoilers, it's okay. It's okay to hop off. But I appreciate you being here too if you want to, because it's so good. It's so good. But yeah, so she climbs the dinosaur and he's like, well, do you want to see more of it? She's like, there's more. He's like, yeah, if you get off that fucking dinosaur, get on down. And then she does. And they go to the space room. Oh my gosh. They walk through the hallway of stars and they get to this little planetarium thing. And she cranks the wheel. This is like shot for shot from the game. She goes, oh my God, I can't believe it works. Joel goes, someone must have greased it. And like, this is the ultimate gift, right? The guitar was great, right? The guitar was for Ellie, but it was a little bit for Joel too. How do you one up that? You take Ellie to space because that's what Ellie loves. She's always had an interest in it. And like, her dream is to go to space, but obviously that can't happen, but he does the closest possible thing that he can. And it's this experience for her. I was listening to the HBO podcast, and the reason why Joel sings and plays guitar is because Troy Baker, the original voice actor and motion capture actor for Joel in the game, loved music. And Ellie loves space because Ashley Johnson, who was the voice actor and motion capture actor for Ellie, wanted to be an astronaut. So it's like Neil Druckmann made those actors these characters. And like, isn't that such a cool thing? Because now that's like a part of this media. Something that they just had in them was put into something, and now we're seeing it in a game, and now we're seeing it here in the show. And it means so much, not only to these characters, but it means so much to the fandom. Like, this was, I think, these were the scenes that make the game iconic, And they did them all so right. Didn't know that. That's so cool. Happy to share that info. Yeah, it's very cool. Isn't that rad? So then they get to the Apollo 11 space shuttle. And this was so funny for me because, okay, in the game, when you're playing as Ellie, Joel's like, okay, well, if you want to go to space, you need a space helmet. And there's a couple space helmets around that you can pick from. And the one that she picked was the Gemini. Hello. That's the one that I would always pick when I play the game because it's Gemini. And like, now it's canon. Ellie picked the Gemini base helmet. Just for me, that was like an extra little treat for me. I was like, ooh. Also, they did a really in The Last of Us 2, there's a big like gameplay where you can pretty much smash any window that you see with like a rock or a bottle or even like just your fists. You can break them down. And they kind of parallel to that here, where they picked up a rock and she threw it into the case, which I thought was a silly little nod. Sarah said, what a special thing to happen as an actor. I know. Isn't that incredible? These guys, like, oh, they're amazing. Those actors are absolutely phenomenal. So then, yeah, how does Joel one up himself? He takes Ellie to space. They get into the little air shaft, and he pulls out a little tape deck and said, "This took a mighty effort to find." And she puts in her headphones, and we get to escape reality for a moment, and we get to go into Ellie's imagination as she closes her eyes and she pictures herself going off into space. Like, come on. You get to like sit with her in her childlike wonder for a moment, and it was all brought because of him, because of Joel. Game side by side, be with the reference images. Thank you. Because this scene was one for one. Like, literally everything was exactly the same. The whole sequence where you're like watching her and the lights change as she's closing her eyes. It was so good. Oh, it was so good. And then Joel says, "How did I do?" Knowing that he nailed it. A little Pedro smile here. It's so cute. And like, it's in this moment where he's like, his father told him, "I hope that when you have your own, you do a little bit better than me." And in this moment, he's like, "I'm doing better. I failed with Sarah, but I'm not failing with her. Everything's good. She's safe. She's comfortable with me. I'm able to bring her joy. I'm able to teach her the things that I love. I'm going back to what I love. I feel human again." And then, as they're leaving, Ellie stops. She sees something. And Joel turns around. He's like, "Are you coming? What's up?" And she's like, "Oh, it's nothing." And she looks over, and it's a forest full of fireflies. And now we start to see the deterioration of their relationship, because here in that moment, I think Ellie has been able to kind of push aside the lie that Joel tells her at the end of season 1. And she sees the fireflies and something sparks in her brain again. It says something still isn't adding up. And now it's been years and he's still sticking to his story, but I'm growing up. I'm starting to question things. Is he telling me the truth? Ooh. In the game, in this moment, I love that they used actual fireflies. I think that was so beautifully smart. In the game, Ellie and Joel get separated in this flashback sequence, and Ellie has to go through a different part of the museum, and she gets trapped in one spot, and Joel like finds her on the other side, and there's a spray painted firefly symbol from the rebellion with underneath it spray painted liars. And so like that is a really deep image that's like, damn. And then here it's doing the same thing, but in a little bit more of a subtle way, kind of a more natural way, maybe a little bit more of a realistic way. Because like, why the fireflies didn't make it all the way out into Wyoming? Not really. So it is kind of like, why? But this, I love this. I thought this was a great choice. This was awesome. Then we flash back another year. She's 17. Joel, this time, I didn't have a picture of this, but he gets a chocolate cake, which means that now he knows like how he has to work with Seth, and that if you want a chocolate cake, Ellie loves chocolate, he's got to wait a couple more days. It's spelled right correctly this time. Who knows what kind of conversation he had with Seth about that, but he was more planned. He's being a little bit more thoughtful, right? But something's different. The energy, the lighting, it's darker. It's not as light and dreamy before. It's like this harsh, almost blue. And he knocks on the door, bangs on the door. He hears someone in there. Suddenly, protective dad mode turns on. and this girl Kat is in there. And we saw a glimpse of Kat in, I think, episode 1 when they're out on patrol, and Dina mentions that they used to have a thing. And in the game, you know more about Kat through Ellie's diary that she keeps through the game, so you can read more about their relationship. So it was funny to see. This scene was crazy because you kind of, they paint Joel in this like perfect light, right? And then you start to see, when you love somebody like a kid so much, your obsession of protecting them kind of comes out sometimes a little bit angry, and not quite abusive, but like, a little bit more aggressive than he has been with her previously, right? He's like, "You're doing drugs, you got a tattoo, you're experimenting with girls." And Ellie's like, "Whoa, hey man, why are you talking to me like you're my dad? You're not my dad." And that was like, that's a crazy whoa moment for Joel. And then he's like, "You're right." And he looks closer at the tattoo and he's like, it's actually not half bad. And so where his dad probably would have hit Ellie here, Joel is like, "I have to do better. I have to do better than him." And he gives her a compliment at the end. And she says she wants to move out into the garage. And he says, "Yeah, okay. If that's what you want to do, that's what we can do." And then they move on. But the rebellion is starting. And it's beyond just a teenage rebellion, right? Ellie is, at this point, she's pretty much not 100% sure. She doesn't have the same evidence she does in the game. But she's like, something's not right. He's not telling me something. I don't know for a fact, but I have this feeling inside, and it just doesn't add up. Something's wrong. And this man, I feel him starting to get too attached to me. I need to take a break from him. And he lets her. This scene with Gail was absolutely incredible. Holy shit. So Joel goes to Gail. She's at the diner and he goes up to her and he's like, "So, you know, doctors have studied dreams before." And she goes, "Do I have a doctor's in sign like I'm fucking Lucy from the Peanuts?" Oh, that's so good. Oh, it was so good. It made me cackle. And it's kind of like what we saw with Tommy, right? She's the only therapist in town. People will just kind of go up to her, spill their feelings to her, and she's like, "What the fuck? Come on." And he was like, "So moths, like, what does that mean?" It means like, growth, change, right? And she's like, "No, that's butterflies are that. Moths mean death." This is good. This is funny. But it's interesting, he's like, he doesn't have a second opinion here. And Tommy never had any daughters, right? And Joel never had a daughter live into her teenage years, so he really doesn't know what he's doing. And he's like, maybe Gail does. Maybe Gail knows. And she's less than helpful. In fact, she starts to engage more in the conversation. She's like, "Okay, why? Why do you want to know?" And Joel's like, "No, it's too much. He's not fully into the therapy yet, right?" The book that she's reading here, I really want to read it now. It's called Earth Abides. It's a 1940 something novel about a dystopian world, like an apocalyptic event. And the main character's name in this book is Ish, who is in the first game. You can follow Ish's story through letters that you can find, and they took that name from this book. So I think this is like a perfect little Easter egg right there. So cute. Okay, because of this, I wanted to look more into actual moth symbolism, because I'm sure it means more than just death, right? It means death, it means rebirth, new perspectives, and it means also, what do moths do? They're drawn to light, finding light in the darkness. So it's like the other side of the fireflies, right? And so Ellie's version is the moth, right? Coming from the darkness, looking for a new perspective, looking for light, trying to find purpose, trying to be reborn from whatever her past was supposed to be or what was befallen to her. She's like, I'm ready for a switch up. What's next? And I love it. I love it. I love the scene where Kat is like, oh, well, it'll look better when it's filled. And he's like, get out of my house. She's like, okay, bye. It was crazy. Her fuck ass Bob. Okay, then it flashes 2 more years into the future. Present-ish day. Ellie's now 19. So it's like, it's how old she is when the series starts. And she's sitting in her room. And the garage is now fully decorated. She's fully moved in there. She has her own space. And she's asking questions. And for a second, we think, oh, is she asking these questions to Joel? And then it pans over and he's not there. So she's nervous, but she wants to know these things. And she's in a place where she feels like, okay, I think I'm ready to confront him about this and ask him honestly, be prepared about it, be level-headed about it, which in I think it's episode 3 where she writes something for the council. She says, like, that's not my forte. That's not how I do things. I don't write things down beforehand. I don't plan things out. I just like go full force at them and see what happens. And she tries that here. She's like, okay, what are the questions I want to know? What happened in Salt Lake? If these things, they're not adding up. If there's, I just noticed my webcam's been flashing. Girl. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it better? I just unplugged it. Sometimes when it's charging, it gets weird. Yeah, it seems better now. What was I saying? She doesn't plan things out, right? But she's asking these important questions. She's like, it doesn't really make sense. You said there was dozens of immune people, but no one really talks about that. I've never heard of another immune person before. If the Raiders came, how did we get away? And like, how did Marlene not try to stop us? And she's like, why didn't she say goodbye? Like, what's happening here? And before she can like finish her rehearsal, he knocks on the door. Says, happy birthday, kiddo. You're 19 now, and my birthday gift to you this year, always trying to one up, right? He's already hit the childhood dream stuff. And I think that moment with the tattoo, Joel's realizing, okay, she's becoming an adult. She wants to do these things. She wants to go out on patrols. That's the next best thing that I can give her. Come out on patrols with me. I'll help train you. You can start doing them now. I think you're old enough. She's like thrilled. She's like, fuck yeah, let's go. And we see them riding horses together in the forest. And Joel is like, this is nice. This is like what we used to do back in the day. It would be nice if we could do this more often. And Ellie's like a little weird about it. She's like, yeah, man. And it's just like, wow, it sucks that the duo that you were rooting for and watching care for each other and watch their relationship grow has ended up here. And it's because of Joel's actions. And Ellie's smart. She knows something's wrong. And she's like, come on, man. The only thing she doesn't have yet is the evidence. And so in the game, hi, Boo. How are you, famous sleepy cat? Hello. In the game, Ellie goes back to Salt Lake and she finds hardcore evidence of what Joel did. There's tape recordings, there's notes. Whoa! Hey, Boo, thanks for the 5 bits. Appreciate it. That's so kind of you. So Ellie in the game, she goes out, she finds the hardcore evidence. Joel runs out and that's where she confronts them. But think nothing of it. Oh, stop. You're too sweet. But in the show, it's maybe a little bit more unrealistic for Ellie to go all the way back there, by herself. She's not really trained out yet. Like this is her first time being out on a patrol. She's 19 years old, right? I don't think this version of Ellie would go do that. I think it makes more sense for her to have this like pondering, wondering, maybe I can go talk to Joel. This is something I wanted to talk about before we like go on to what the evidence is that she gets here. The Joel and Ellie in the game are way more tactful and action driven and a little bit less emotional towards each other. I don't know if that's entirely true, but like they're a little bit colder, right? They don't have as many like open heart, loving parental moments. They like do, but not in the way that these characters do. Bella and Pedro's Ellie and Joel are so cued in and keyed into their emotions with each other. And so this Ellie is a little bit more emotion reactive, right? She's brash, she goes crazy, but she's a little bit more intuitive, I think, than the game Ellie. They're both amazing, I think. I don't think one is maybe better than the other, but I think this version suits the show extremely well. Hi Frankie, welcome in. How are you? Cosmic says, yeah, after he tells her to trust him at the end of the first scene, then becomes way less warm towards each other. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Because, like, you got an action game to go play. But here, we can take time with the development of their emotions and their characters and how they feel about each other. And I think that's why they don't have Ellie going back to the hospital in Salt Lake City. That's kind of okay for me. And so when they're out, they hear screams on the radio. Eugene and this other guy who are out on patrol ran into some infected and something clearly has gone wrong. And it's your job on the patrol to go search that out, make sure Jackson stays safe, see what goes on. And so they go. And we see Eugene. And we know who Eugene is because in the very first episode, Gail says, "You killed my husband. I know you had to do it. I don't like how you did it. And I hate you for it. But I still sit here and I give you therapy because I'm a good person, despite what you did." But we haven't known what exactly happened with Eugene until now, until this moment. Oh, Frankie says, just got back from the gym. Oh, hell yeah, I got my protein in my banana. That's amazing. What did you hit today, Frankie? I did back today. Back and shoulders. And a little bit of biceps. Work. Because those videos you sent me, they helped me. They're awesome. They got my shit together. Push day for me, hell yeah. My push day is on Friday. It's on Friday. Right now I'm only doing 3 days a week. So I do pull, I do legs, and I do push. I like splitting it out that way. Because push is my favorite, so I find if I put it at the end of the week, I'll be more motivated to continue and do the other two. That works for me. Anyways, okay. Back to The Last of Us. Then we'll do gym bro talk. Eugene has been bit. And Joel says, "Hey, man, it's protocol. I can't let you back in Jackson. I got to take you out. I'm sorry." And Ellie goes, whoa, wait. Hold out your hand. Count to 10 slowly. Again, we're seeing like this is all she knows. She knows how to deal with infected people because this is what happened to her. This is how she was tested. So she does it. He does it fine. She says he has more time. And he says, "Please take me to Gail. I have things I want to say to her. Please take me to her." And Joel's like, "No, we can't do that." And Ellie's like, "Come on, man." And she looks at him and is like, "Please." And Joel says, "Okay, I will. But you go up and get the horses, okay? And meet us back here." And she starts to go and then she looks back and she looks at him. There's no words exchanged, just a look. And he looks directly in her eyes and he says, "I promise." And Ellie's seen that face before. She saw that face at the end of season 1, at the end of the first game. I swear, it's the same. And what does Joel do again? He lies to Ellie, right to her face. To protect her? Sure. But he lies to her again. And he does not lead Eugene back to Jackson. He leads him to a beautiful view of a mountain and a lake. And Eugene is like, I know what you're about to do. He's like, I don't need a view. What I want is, I want to see her. And he goes, just tell me what you want to say to her, what your last words to her are. And he goes, no, she doesn't, it's not about my last words to her. It's her last words to me. That's what matters. And Joel says, if you really love somebody, you can always picture their face. And Eugene knows he's not getting out of this. Joel is a scary, controlling man, right? He thinks what he's doing is protecting Ellie the most. It's protecting Gale the most. And he shoots him. And the birds flying up with no sound was such a cool choice to show him killing him. I loved that. Frankie said, didn't mean to derail. No, not at all. Please, you can chat about whatever you want. I am just someone who gets so distracted. I want to talk about that. But I also want to talk about this. And if I get off on a tangent, I'm never going to finish this. It's already been almost an hour. Jesus. How are we doing? How are we doing, everybody? Check in. Hydrate. Everyone hydrate. Because it's only going to get deeper. So Joel lies again. And look at her face. She looks down. She's like, holy shit. It's true. This whole time I've been thinking that you lied to me and what you said wasn't true, and now you've just confirmed it. This was the evidence that I needed. Ooh. Fuck. This was crazy. Joel says to Ellie, he says, we're going to tell Gale a story. We're going to tell her what she wants to hear, and that's all it has to be. He says, Gale, we found him. He was bit. He wanted me to tell you that he loved you and that he's sorry that he couldn't be here with you to say goodbye, but he wanted to protect you and he wanted to protect Jackson. In fact, he shot himself. Whoa. Those are some crazy lies. And she believes him because Joel's a good liar. She hugs him. She's grieving. She's like, thank you. And it pans over to Ellie and she goes, that's not what happened. And she tells it all right there. Joel said that we would take him back, and then he shot him. And he just made up that story to you now. He tries to apologize. She slaps him across the face. Get away from me. Get out of here. She leaves. And Pedro looks at Bella like, come on, man. You're my partner. What the hell? And then she looks at him and goes, you swore. Now, remember, back here, Joel said, I promise. He didn't say I swear. I promise. Where did he say I swear? On the mountain. That is what she's responding to here. Yes, it's responding to what he said in the forest before Eugene, right? But that's her confirmation. The way that he looked and lied at her was exactly the same as when he said at the end of season 1, I swear. She goes, you swore. Boom. Holy shit. Like, oh my gosh, this episode, I said this this episode is saved the season. It made me so, it was like a big sigh of relief. Oh my gosh. Wow. And then it goes more. We're back at the dance. We see, oh my gosh, when they're sitting at the dance and Joel is sitting with Maria and sitting with Tommy and sitting with the little baby. What's his name? Not AJ. Benji. And he goes, "Say goodnight to Uncle Grumpy." Like the little family, the little niche family dynamic, so sweet. And the last, oh, the last words that Tommy says to Joel are, "I'll see you next year." Okay, I said I wasn't gonna cry. He says, "See you next year." And when he sees him next year, it's his dead body. Oh, damn. They didn't have to do all that. um, and then and then Maria says, "You're family. You might be Uncle Grumpy, but you're our family." And family does anything for each other, everything for each other. We got each other's back. And then we see from Joel's perspective the Seth incident, him knocking him flat at the dance. Ellie saying, "I don't need you to protect me. Just leave me alone." He goes. And we're back where we ended episode 1 of season 2. On the porch. And in the show, Ellie walks right by. But she comes back. Duh, she came back. Like, we all knew it. We all knew it. Everyone who played the game were like, "Come on, that's not how they ended things. They're having this porch scene." I at first was a little bit like, "Whoa. We're doing the porch scene really right now?" Because in the game, the porch scene happens at the very end. It's literally one of the last scenes of the entire game. But it just made sense to put it here. We've spent all season with this mystery and this wondering, like, what happened between them? And if you're gonna do this episode of all the flashbacks, you have to include this. And I don't think it ruins anything for me because we still get the moment, right? It doesn't matter about when we get the moment. We still get it. Because I think in the game, after Ellie kills Nora, we get the dinosaur flashback and the space shuttle. So it made sense, to put the flashbacks here after Ellie did something horrible, right? Very questionable. This scene was done so well. And this is where it came into play of how emotional these characters are. Way more emotional than in the game. I watched the video game scene and then I watched this scene, and they're both great. And there's a lot of lines that are very similar, but they're not quite exactly the same. They get way more emotional with each other here. And I love that in this show, she makes Joel tell her the truth. Because in the game, she finds out the truth and is like, "You lied to me. I found this out. Fuck you." Here, she's like, "I know you're lying to me, but I need you to tell me the truth for once." And he does. He says, "Yes." He nods. He doesn't even say any words. He doesn't have the words. All he can do. She says, "If you lie to me again, we're done." Are there other immune people? No. Did you kill everyone in that hospital? Yes. Marlene, my mother figure, the woman who brought me to you, you killed her too? He says yes. Could they have made a cure? He says yes. This breaks her down. She goes, "My life, it was supposed to have meant something. You took that from me. You took that from everyone." And then he goes, "You don't understand how much. You don't understand how much you mean to me. I did it for you." She says, "You're selfish." And he says, "Because I love you." You're selfish. I am selfish. I'm selfish because I love you. Fuck. Like, damn. This scene was just so beautiful. Oh my god, they did it so right. And then, of course, literally goosebumps. They ended it the way it started. The cycle, right? He's just like his dad. And he says to her, I don't know if you'll have a kid. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but maybe someday, if you do, I hope one day you'll do a little bit better than me. Ooh. Ooh. Talk about adding dynamics to a scene. Holy fuck. And this is like, because they added in that part, right? I know it's corny. I'm gonna be a dad. I know how corny that was and how much that really was kind of booger. And we were all like, what the fuck? But now having this context that this is Ellie's last memory with Joel, of her saying, you'll never understand how much I love you until you have one of your own. And I don't think you ever can. But if you do, do better than me. And so when this miracle happens where she is in a relationship with someone who is pregnant, it makes sense that this Bella's reaction isn't anger. Her reaction is, I get to do one more thing that's like Joel. Oh, bad time for an ad break. Oh, shit. No. uh, okay, maybe I'll go back to another episode. I need something to make me laugh. I can't believe I fucking cried. Okay. I like made that the title as a joke, but damn. Okay. I didn't even cry. I like got emotional watching the episode, and then I when I was listening to the podcast, I cried listening to the podcast. And I just cried there at the Tommy part. Come on. Come on now. Uh it has been a oh man. No, I didn't want to go all the way back here. It's been a wild ride. It's been wild. What's gonna happen with Abby? I'm so intrigued to know what they do with her storyline, but also I'm like, I have to wait. I have to wait a year and a half for this now. Come on, come on. I'm getting hot. I'm gonna take my pants off. It's okay. I have shorts on underneath. Not stripping for camera. Not yet. I walk through the valley. Hi, Mr. Moose. You doing good? All right. Don't mind me. Just doing some chores. Hi, Mr. Hi. Huh. I walk through the valley. Oh, man. This is great. Back to like the hand hold. She's like, I can prove. Look, I'm not twitching. I'm fine. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Thanks for sitting through ads. I just scrolled through some of my pictures because it's, of course, I have it in all one big. This is like, it's literally like 100 slides. Holy shit. But yeah, okay. Well, I was saying stuff about Ellie saying, I'm going to be a dad. And like, yes, oh my God. It was like, in the moment, it was like, what the fuck? Come on. Is this really what we're doing? But But now, welcome back. I'm happy we're back. But now, I'm going back to what I was saying about this line. I'm going to be a dad. Because I think I maybe am changing my mind about it. Like, do I still not like it? Yes. But now knowing what Joel has told Ellie in the porch scene, it sort of makes more sense now. Because that's the last memory she has with Joel. And now, in another way, a miracle has happened where she gets another chance to be like him. And we're seeing her, she gets to be like him in the violent way to protect the ones you love, get the revenge, you know? But I think, in a way, she's hoping that at the end of all of this, she can be like Joel after all the violence. You know, I think maybe I'm doing so many mental gymnastics to rationalize this honestly horrible decision, but I think maybe that's why they did it, you know? And it makes the whole baby storyline a little bit more like, ooh, cuz Joel even says, "I don't think you're ever going to have this, but if you ever do better than me." And now she's taking, that's the last thing he said to her. She's taking that in. She's like, okay. And now she sees it in front of her with someone she loves, Dina, who loves Joel so much too. I don't know. I don't know. Did I cook or what? Or what? Do we love the show now? Do we love it now? Still's got a lot of problems to it, but but right? Right? Thank you. Thank you. Gotta make a YouTube vid. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, not a bad idea. What if I just cut this? um, yeah, we're back here. You're selfish because I love you. I hope that one day you do a little bit better than me. And then she goes, I don't know if I can forgive you for this, but I would like to try. And so they they got to end things not healed, right? But on the way, on the path to healing. Banger line, yes. Because it's not full forgiveness. It's not a cheesy fairy tale happy ending. It's actually quite the opposite. But we get this glimmer of hope, right? And the way he looks at her, and that is like, I thought me admitting this whole time would make me lose you. But it's like Bella saying, I'd like to try, is her saying, I love you too. You know? Oh, I need to replay these games. I know, Cosmic. I think I'm gonna play The Last of Us 1 on stream. I have to. I have to. They're so good. And I haven't played the excuse me. I haven't played the first game in 5 years. I played it for the first time in 2020. So it's been a hot minute. Um but yeah, this scene was just done so brilliant. Oh, I'm like, thank you. Thank you. And then it ends with Ellie coming back from the hospital in the rain. Next episode is the season finale, I guess. Like, I want more. Literally, when this episode ended, I like felt satisfied because for once it was an hour long episode. I was like, thank you. But still, I was like, oh, I wish there was a little bit more, please. What, like, there's no one at HBO was telling them not to make a 2 hour long episode. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know you have the content, you cut things, put it all in. Put it in. So, next episode is the end. The trailer was banger. We saw the Ferris wheel, we saw the aquarium, we saw the boat. I didn't think the boat was gonna happen. Thank God we saw the boat. We saw her aiming at two people on the dock. Don't know who they were. Can't wait to see what that is like. But it seems like she's on her own. But she goes out with Jesse. So it seems like Dina is out for this one, which is same with the game. Are we gonna see Tommy? Is it gonna play out exactly like this day 3 plays out? I don't know. All I know is no spoilers, but we all know, if you played the game, you know what this fucking scene is going to. I know, Cosmic. I know. The big oh no. Fuck. God damn. Okay. So, time for thoughts. Any more additional comments, thoughts, anything you might have? Unrelated, but look at that Marshall cab on the stage. What is that? You're the band equipment person. You would know. But yeah, the whole that's an amp. Okay, it's an amp. Yeah, it's an amp. I knew that. I knew it was an amp. Yeah, the stages, it was whenever
well done, mama.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Well done, mama. That'll never not make me laugh. Yeah, the stage is all set for, there was a concert the day of the apocalypse, and the theater was almost like perfectly preserved for some reason. All these years later, it's perfect. Everything is right where it was. So yeah, they have the whole band set up. I don't know what's coming next. Well, I do. I know where it's gonna go and where it's gonna end, but I wonder what they're gonna change. In the trailer, we saw the little Seraphite girl. Don't know who that is. Is that who I think it is? Possibly, but okay. Is it time for a Sarah theory? I love it. Lay it on me. I can't wait to hear what you're gonna say. There's only one thing that can save the world. A battle of the bands. Yes. Fireflies versus Dad versus the Seraphite ass girls. I'm screaming. I love you. Who will have what it takes to rock the nation? Honestly, I think if you like played a certain frequency, you could blow a clicker's head up probably, because they have the sonar, you know? Bro, where is this apocalypse? I need that shit. I want to be in a battle of the bands to save the world. Yeah, wait, I want you on my team, Frankie. If there's an apocalypse and the only way for it to end is the band, baby, we got you on that guitar. Down. I feel like I'll play the drums. Don't I give drummer vibes. Frankie's got it. Yeah, Frankie's buff and can play guitar. We're fine. Oh, okay, wait, Frankie. You give bassist vibes? Ooh. Okay, I'll take that. I played the trumpet in middle school. I love that. I'll take that as a compliment. I'm going back to your comment, Frankie. One of the sets I hit on incline chest was so devious that I had to stand up. I was so lightheaded. But doesn't that kind of feel the best, though? Like, sometimes that'll happen when I do deadlifts, and I'm like, Hell yeah. I'm like, I feel nauseous and like I'm gonna hit the floor, but I feel powerful. It feels like you feel like a monster. It's so good. It's so good. It does feel the best. Sarah, you played the trumpet in 5th grade? No way. We're trumpet girls. Look at us. I love learning more lore about you. I'm the triangle player for real, ding-a-ling-a-ling over here. Cosmic, that's so good. You have like the vibes of the bassist who actually is the face of the band. Okay. Wow. I'm glad you think so highly of me. That would be sick. Okay, everybody, let's start a band. What would our band name be? It would be like, oh hey, how are you? Comfort bees in the cosmic skies. Honey and the Bees, that's better. That's better. I like that. Honey and the Bees. Bees full of honey. Bee vibes. Buzzin'. Buzz. This makes me think of my friend Josh. He wrote a play called Buzz Off, and it's about a bug band. And so all of the actors are playing anthropomorphic bugs, and they're literally in a battle of the bands. It's actually so good. It's bomb. I wish that he would develop it more because we did a reading of it years ago, like back in college, and he never really did anything from there. But I played the lead singer who was a grasshopper. Cosmic has redeemed Draw Me Something. I've got my pad. I got my paper. Thank you for redeeming. Okay. Wait, let me grab a pen, because this pencil's not going to show up. Okay. Cosmic, what do you want me to draw for you? And I'll do it in 1 minute. Oh, Frankie said, I did a guitar cover of the Mario Kart theme. Wait, sick. Actually, I should send it to you. Please do. Please send it to me. Guys. If we get 13 more followers, I'm going to start a Discord. And I'm also going to do a stream in drag. So if you want to see that, tell all your friends. Tell all your friends to come to the Hive and come hang out. Hell yeah, Frankie. I'll listen to it after stream. Ooh, I just burped. Exclusive. A bee cosplaying Ellie? Holy shit. Okay. I'm gonna go set a timer for 1 minute. And the timer starts now. Okay. We got a bee. Got her hair. I'm doing her like bangs from the game. Okay. Oh my god. This is... Wait, it doesn't look like a bee. It just looks like a head. Okay, hold on. Okay, get her wings. Holy shit. Okay, and then last minute edition. We gotta get the moth tattoo on there somewhere. Okay, time. Okay. Don't look at... Oh, that's how many... Oh, wait, don't look at that. That's how much I owe in loans. Hold on. Don't look at that. Oh, yes. Beely. So, okay. We got her bangs. We got her eyebrows slit. In the game, she has freckles. She's always kind of frowning and upset, and she has this cunty little like bob, half up, half down haircut going on. At first I just had this head and I didn't have any of the body back here, so I was like, wait, it doesn't look like a bee. So then I added the body in there. If you look really closely, you can see I have her little moth tattoo right next to her stinger, and then her little wings. Oh, so screenshot, enjoy. That's all you. That was a fun one. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna write next to it. A bee cosplaying as Ellie from Cosmic. On what's today's day? 5/19. Okay. That was a hoot. Thank you. Thanks for that. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay, final thoughts about this episode. I thought it was literally like a 10 out of 10. It was the best one. Hello, Angle. How are you, sweet girl? Happy. Dude. Cosmic just, first of all, so happy to see you in chat. Literally. Left Angle is mentioned. Welcome to chat, Left Angle. So Cosmic just redeemed my draw me something channel point reward, and he asked me to draw a bee cosplaying as Ellie from The Last of Us, and I put a minute timer on my microwave. And this is what I drew. Oh, that tickled me. Oh, it tickled me good. But and this page that I opened to in my excitement was my like I'm trying to refinance my student loans. So I had the total amount of loans that I owe here, and I was just showing it on screen. So if anyone wants to, you know, help support a struggling artist over here, would appreciate it. Holy shit. But Angle, how was stream? Or are you still streaming, or were you on a break? But welcome in. We literally just finished talking about the episode. We gotta do Joel next, LOL. Oh my god, yes, please. But we just finished talking about the episode. And I want to share this with you because I think you'll appreciate it. Oh, it was fun. I'm showering now. Hell yeah. Before you shower, Stinky. So, I dug in, okay? Cosmic can attest to this. That episode was bomb as hell. And I think it's made me like another episode that was very controversial. Remember when Ellie says to Dina, I'm gonna be a dad? And clown, boo, tomato, everyone clowned that moment. Everyone was like, boo, that fucking sucks. In this episode, on the porch scene, Joel says to Ellie, I know that this will probably never happen for you. But if you ever have a kid someday, just do a little bit better than I did. Boom, boom, boom. The cycle goes down. It happened to his dad, now to Ellie. And so in that moment, instead of Ellie being pissed at Dina for being pregnant, she's like, wait, you maybe just gave me the best thing you ever could have given me, is another chance to feel connected to Joel. Another chance to be who he is. And to do something to continue what he taught me. Mama. Everything happens for a reason. That's from, what musical is that from? What musical is that from? My musical friends. 'Cause everything happens for a reason. Trisha Paytas did a video of it. Sarah, I'm waiting on you. Sarah. Yes. Hell yeah, Angle. Thank you. 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 Oh my gosh. Wait. Is Beetlejuice on Broadway right now? Cosmic? Hades Town is incredible. You want to see me freak out? Oh. Oh my god. I love that musical so goddamn much. Oh my gosh. Yes, please do everything you can. Cosmic, I got to see Merle Dandridge in it. Oh my god. Oh my god. She was so good. She was so good. Oh, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. Please. Cosmic, literally, I've seen it twice now. I would go again. It's so amazing. Okay, me, you, Cosmic, go to the city and see Hades Town. And then we get boba after. I don't know, just spitballing, just spitting ideas out there. Honestly, if you found cheap enough tickets, I would do that. I would do that 110%. Ooh. Damn. Damn. Yeah, that's the one to go see. Do you know if you're going to see more shows? Or honestly, they're so expensive. Just see one. But if you have a chance to see some others, maybe Happy Ending was incredible. Like, literally. Ooh, it was so good. Oh, you got to see that one. LOL, I saw the prices. Yikes. I want to see Cabaret with Orville Peck so bad. I think I might buy tickets for my birthday. I have to see it, and I think I might. IRL friend and I are gonna rush something in June, just in time. Yeah, to see Michelle. Down. I heard it's good. It's like not amazing, but it's cool to see the people that are in it. I need to see Mother. Yes, Mother is an absolute must. Oh, Piper Buffy, thank you. That's so kind of you. Welcome in. Holy shit. Yeah, wait, what else have I seen on Broadway that I love? Maybe Happy Ending was amazing. Hades sounds great. Oh Mary is really good. Cole Escalo, wow. It was like, I feel like I haven't seen a play in so long that made me be like, I love it. I want that. I want to see more things like that. I love campy farce humor. So good. Yes, and yes, I also want to see John Proctor's The Villain too. So bad, so bad. Thanks, people. Love your energy and vibe. Well, oh my goodness. You're in the right place, Piper Buffy. Is there something you'd like me to call you? I can call you Buffy. I can call you Piper. Or Piper Buffy. Whatever you want. We were just talking about the Last of Us. I've been doing analysis of every episode. And we just finished talking about episode 6, if you happen to watch. Do you prefer Charmed or Vampire Slayer? It's gotta be Buffy. Yes. Sarah Michelle Gellar, come on now. We'll call you Buffy. Oop, not me guessing. Good eye, Angle, good eye. I gotta start planning. Wait, what did you say? You said, 20th to 25th in August, I'll be there. Maybe I'll see 2. If you can afford it. Yes, we'll call you Buffy. I love it. Seen season 1 of Last of Us, not season 2 yet. Okay, buckle up. Have you played the games, Buffy? I don't know much about Buffy, but Sarah Michelle Gellar was in a music video for my favorite band. What band, Frankie? She's awesome. She is my Daphne Blake. Okay. Nobody else can touch Daphne Blake. I love her. You said yes, of course. Honestly, if you liked the second game, I think you'll like the second season, but I think you'll have a lot of the same gripes and grievances that a lot of people are having with it. But this last episode, kind of made everything okay for me, honestly. They're called Stone Temple Pilots. This is the band that I met, and the guitarist called me Goated. Hell yeah. Honestly, you're like three people removed from knowing Sarah Michelle Gellar, honestly, at that point. Love Bella She Giving. Yes. Thank you. You're in the right place. You're sane. You are a sane human being. Thank you, Buffy. Thank you. No, yeah, Bella is amazing. They're fab. They're absolutely fab. I just don't get it. The people that say that they're not Ellie, I'm like, come on, you don't even know. Yeah, thanks for the correction, Frankie. You're actually one person removed from knowing Sarah Michelle Gellar. I'm jealous. Does that mean I'm three because I know you, but you know the other person who knows Sarah Michelle Gellar? Or is it two? I don't know. Either way, that's a win in my book. Whoa. Well, okay. That's two. I didn't go to school for fucking math. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think. You should also see I think it's closed now, but this was an off-Broadway play called All Nighter. It was amazing. But it was about a bunch of college roommates on their last night of college, right before their final exams, and they're doing one last all-nighter study session, and like the drama of their friend group starts to break down as the show goes on. That was really cool. It was really, really cool. Gonna dip to shower, but have so much fun, guys. Heart y'all. Heart you too, Angle. Love you. Thanks for stopping in. Enjoy your shower. Buffy says, everyone has their ideas of characters. Feel bad for upcoming Snape. Oh, yeah. But Bella Ramsey slayed. She had chops. Oh, absolutely. Wait, have we been seeing the casting for the new Hunger Games movie? Speaking of Snape. Frankie said, Bella Ramsey is a fantastic actor from what I've seen. Not personally how I saw Ellie from the games, but they nailed their own version, and that's what matters, I think. Exactly, Frankie. They don't look exactly like Ellie from the game, and I don't think that necessarily... people get so obsessed with the look, especially in an adaptation, right? But like for me, as long as Ellie has that spirit and that spunk of who that character is, I'm down for it. And if anything changes, it needs to be justified. And I think everything to this point has been pretty justified. Also, like, sorry, that Ellie was made from Ashley Johnson and was made from a computer. No one looks like that. Like, I know people are saying there's like those cosplayers that look just like Ellie, but like, do they have the chops, the acting chops that Bella had for it, you know? Frankie said, have a good one, Angle. Thanks, Frankie. Angle also said that. Okay, leaving. Glenn Close. Yes, Raffins. Oh my god, so good. Caitlin Dever is a lot closer to game Ellie. I guess. Yeah, I guess so. In the look, right? But I just think, I don't know. There's like a sweet spot in my heart. Rough fines. Sorry. Thank you. The spirit 100% bang on. And that's really what matters. Because wait, can I be honest? Does Pedro Pascal look exactly like Joel from the game? No. But since he's like a sexy silver fox daddy, everyone's like, but it's fine. It's Pedro. But just because your 14-year-old little girl doesn't look hot, you're mad? Confusing. I'm not saying Caitlin Dever would have been better. I'm just saying I see Game Ellie a little bit more in them. Yeah, like looks-wise, I totally get it. I get it. I don't know, though. Like, in the picture of Bella next to Ellie in the game for like the astronaut, the one that I had up on stream, they look like it looks the same. I don't know. I I just love Bella because as another non-binary artist and person, they just mean a lot to me to see uh doing what they do. I know everyone agrees. I know everyone agrees that they're slaying and are an amazing actor. But I feel like protective over them in a way. But I'm excited to see Caitlyn as Abby because okay, yes, do I miss buff mommy Abby? Of course I do. But I trust these people. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, what are you going to do? You're going to do something interesting with it. If you made this choice on purpose, right? You had to have. Frankie said, I think it's better to be 100% your own version of a character than 80% of another character. Thank you. Bella is 100% their own version of Ellie, but having an actor imitate game Ellie would have been a lot less interesting. I agree. Because what's the point of adapting something, right? If you're not there to tell the story in a new and exciting way, right? There's a reason we love these things. It's because we love the story behind it. We love the emotions and the themes behind it all. As long as the adaptation still has that and still has, I think, a good balance of one-to-one and some changes that really advance and help the themes of the story, you've got a great adaptation on your hands. And there was like a little bit there where I think I was like a little nervous, but I don't know. I feel like it's paid itself off. I am very upset about the runtime of the episodes and how many episodes. Only 7 episodes in this season? You joking? Give us 9 like last season. Give us 10. Give us 8 even. And it's going to cut off at such a crazy cliffhanger. I know exactly where it's going to cut off, and it's freaking me out. Buffy said, Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic is going to be interesting, but he is sexy. Yes, but he is sexy Daddy Silver, Daddy Supreme, so he can absolutely bend and stretch for us, yas. That was awesome. He can absolutely bend and stretch for us, yas. Gourmet kitchen activities happening right now. We have some chefs cooking right now. Andor got 12. I was feasting. Yes. Oh my god. You guys are awesome. I somehow got a prop in my hand and now I can't let it go. Now. Woo. Okay. I don't think playing Persona is in the cards for me tonight. I think I've exerted every amount of energy I've ever had in my life. So I think this is how it's going to be. You gotta watch Andor. It's so good. I've never seen it. I should. I still need to finish Invincible. I think I'm on season 2. I need to make my way through that. What other shows am I watching? Is anybody watching All Stars 10? Buffy, please tell me you're watching Drag Race. I'll freak out. Cause like that's taking up my life right now. Honestly, this show, The Last of Us and Drag Race. Yes, Buffy. Yes, you get it. You understand. You absolutely get it. Irene had one of the absolute most amazing redemptions ever. For Frankie and Cosmic, who I don't think watched Drag Race, let me explain. Irene the alien, previously went by Irene Dubois, was on season 15 of RuPaul's Drag Race, and she was eliminated first. Out of 16 queens, she got 16th place, which was the lowest ranking queen ever in Drag Race history because that was the biggest cast they'd ever had. The first challenge was a talent show, and her talent was making a glass of ice water. And she got sent packing. Oh my god, please look up the clips. I'll send you guys some clips later. Holy shit, it was crazy. So she goes home, and now we're in All Stars 10. The All Stars seasons are for queens who did not win their seasons. Well, sometimes there's an all-winner season, and the first winner was on All Stars 3. Crazy lore. Eliminated queens come back for a second chance to win. This year's theme is tournament style. So there are 18 queens in 3 different brackets, and each bracket gets 3 episodes. in those 3 episodes, they're competing for challenge win points. Whatever queens have the most points get to advance to the next bracket. So it's going from 18 to 9 to a final 3. And then that's how you'll find out who wins. Irene the alien, name change, from season 15, first out, is in the first bracket, and she won every single episode. Literally each one. There were 3 episodes, 3 challenges. She won each one. It was insane because it's like, it just shows if you make one bad decision that doesn't land well, that's it. You're done. It is crazy. My name is Nicole. My name is Nicole. My name is Nicole Paige Brooks. I wanted Phoenix to be so good, and unfortunately she just was not. Each bracket is 6 queens also, if the math wasn't mathin'. Cosmic's taking notes. Yes, thank you, as you should. Oh my gosh, and Bosco is in that bracket. Bosco was incredible too. Bosco won 2 of the challenges. And Aja, I love Aja, so I'm so happy that Aja got to go forward in the bracket form too. Aja is this amazing club queen who literally all of her runway looks are based on Pokemon. Come on, she did Jinx, she did Roseade, is that the one with like the red and the blue bands? She's a legend. I love her. We are not worthy of Bosco. Buffy, exactly. Buffy, you said same. Sad for Phoenix, but she has legendary status in the wider community. Claps for her. Exactly. Oh my god, when Ice Spice was like, baby, you're a legend, but I didn't see that tonight. What? That shit was crazy. That was wild. But yes, get into Drag Race, y'all. Because I would love to talk about it more. As you can see, it's one of my niche interests. It's one of my things. I can talk about it forever. But Buffy, who are you excited about in the next brackets? I think the next one is the pink bracket. I'm excited for Carrie, honestly, Mistress, and Nicole Paige Brooks. And that's really it. I mean, I'm excited to see Lydia again. But I don't know. I don't know how she's going to do. I think she's going to do well. I don't know. She's just coming back so early. Okay, question on Drag Race. Hit it. We're ready. Like, that queen was already canceled. But after 2 queens passing away and her saying the nastiest shit, that's insane. For context, for Frankie, Cosmic, anyone else who might be listening, 2 Drag Race alums unfortunately passed away this year. The Vivienne, who won the first international season, the UK Drag Race, she sadly passed away. And then Jiggly Caliente, who was on season 4 and All Stars 6 of Drag Race, she also passed away this year. And this other queen, Tyra Sanchez, who won season 2 of Drag Race, said horrible, nasty, disgusting things online about them, making jokes of their death, and like, it was not in good taste. It was so disgusting and despicable. The whole fandom has like fully written her off, and as they should have. Yeah, it is done. Yes, exactly, Buffy. Exactly how I feel too. It takes a lot to make me write a queen off, but the Vivienne and now Jiggly, yeah, that shit's not right. That shit is not right. Put a bad taste in my mouth. Oh man. Okay, well, listen, everybody. I'm getting a little sleepy eepy, so I'm probably gonna hop off. But thank you, everybody, for hanging out and talking about The Last of Us with me and talking about Drag Race and all these fun things. Buffy, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope I see you again. You're a vibe. Frankie, I'd love to talk about working out things with you all the time. I promise. um, you said, wait, it's another level. There was a time I was so excited for her redemption. It even looked like it was going to happen, but even RuPaul has slapped her in that video share. Yeah, no, if RuPaul writes you off, baby, you're done. Just ask Willem. Buffy said, "Oh my god, I've loved listening to you. Much love and thank you for your time and energy." Buffy, thank you. I appreciate your energy and your time. It means a lot to me, seriously. Okay, well, the next time I'll be streaming is Wednesday at 7 p.m. EST. So if you're around for that, would love to see you. And if you guys are streaming, I'll be hopping in there also. And I'll see you on Twitter and Discord and all those things. But for now, I will say goodbye. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.